From Cates Gymnasium in Ashland, Ohio, it's GLIAC basketball as the Ashland University Eagles host the 24th ranked team in Division II college basketball, the Findlay Oilers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Ted Klopp, joined by Ken Dworsnik. Ken, Ashland comes in just 4-9 this year, struggling a little bit, but they are led by senior forward Evan Yates.
Evan Yates, who was a second-team All-American last season, showing a lot of those same qualities this season, coming off a great contest against Malone last week where he had 22 points and 18 rebounds. Evan's a very strong player. We'll look for him to be very involved in the offense and defense today.
The leading scorer for the Findlay Oilers is junior forward Greg Kalig. He can shoot the ball from the outside.
Absolutely, he can shoot the ball outside, but also inside as well. Very versatile player. He's a swing player. You're going to see him play guard and forward in this outstanding offense for the Findlay Oilers.
Now, Findlay last year was 24-7, but when they came to Ashland, the Eagles got the better of them. The Eagles won 94-80. Can Ashland pull the upset tonight, or will Findlay continue their role? We'll find out. The tip-off is next here on Sports Time Ohio.
What makes us unique is that we've brought together journalism, video, and audio, all three of those elements together, and converged them so that we reflect the industry and how things are going today. Our philosophy is to train you so that what you're doing here reflects what's happening out there in the real world. Additionally, you're getting those liberal arts benefits. We are academically rigorous. We're going to make you a good critical thinker, an excellent writer, and really set you out into the world with the knowledge base that you need to have in order to be successful.
Ashland University basketball on Sports Time Ohio is proudly supported by Ashland University's College of Arts and Sciences. 17 departments nurturing creativity, developing critical thinking, and building character. And by Belly Busters Barbecue, authentic Southern barbecue at 1159 East Main, Ashland. Back inside Cates Gymnasium here on Sports Time Ohio, getting ready for the Ashland Eagles and the number 24 ranked Findlay Oilers. And Ken, these two teams, they're a little different in that Ashland likes to slow the ball down, Findlay not so much.
Yeah, what you're going to see from the Findlay Oilers tonight is a team that's going to try to get in transition, try to create some mistakes in the defensive end and take advantage of it on the offensive end. They have a nice mix of inside-outside players. Certainly, Greg Kalig is a guy that you're going to see work inside-outside. The key for Ashland is finding someone that can basically shut him down a little bit, forcing him to take more jump shots, then get easy baskets underneath. You're going to have a host of different people for Ashland that'll be taking on defensive assignments against him. That'll be the key to Ashland's success today.
The Findlay Oilers saw their 81-game home winning streak against conference opponents come to an end this past Saturday. They lost to Tiffin 57-55. The key stat there, they shot just 22% from the floor, something they have to improve on if they're going to be successful no matter who they play. Let's look at the starting lineups right now. For Ashland, it's going to be Ronnie Stewart, Dewan Thomas, Brooke Turson, Evan Yates, and Will Evans. On the other side of the floor for the Findlay Oilers, it's going to be Josh Brown. I beg your pardon, it's going to be Sean Samsel, Aaron Robinson, Jake Hagan, Greg Kalig, and Brad Peel. And Ken, we were talking about the shooting for Findlay. 22% is incredibly low.
Yeah, head coach Charlie Ernest, I had a chance to talk to him yesterday, and he basically said it's one of those contests that the ball just would not go in for them. Some different things they were trying to do. They couldn't hit from the outside. Certainly the inside game wasn't going for them as well, and you got to take your hats off to the Tiffin Dragons for going into a very tough place to play in Cora Gymnasium in Findlay and get the victory. Any given night here in the GLIAC, those types of things can happen.
Well, AU hasn't played a home game since December 29th. They're 0-4 during that stretch. We'll see if they can get it turned around here as they start with the opening tip-off. That is Ronnie Stewart. Swing it around. This is Yates. Evan Yates. No good.
Yates right there, maybe taking a shot a little bit outside of his range, but wants to try to get himself going. Yates is the type of guy, he's a huge double-double guy for the Eagles. Certainly looking to get himself involved in this offense early on.
There is Greg Kalig. He leaves it for Jake Hagan. Working the perimeter. Around the rim goes the shot from Alfonso Beatty, and we remain scoreless. Inside, Yates with a nice pump and then dump it in. And it is 2-0 Ashland.
That's what the Eagles want to do, establish that inside game with Evan Yates, guy who's averaging nearly 20 points a game, one of the top scorers, not only in the GLIAC, but in the country. Down low, he's very, very strong. If he doesn't get the ball in the basket, most times he's going to get fouled and get to the free throw line.
Finley working the perimeter. Jake Hagan tried to get it inside, almost stolen. Back outside, off the front of the rim, and here come the Eagles. Ronnie Stewart hits that three, and it's 5-0 early.
One thing to remember, Ronnie Stewart in this game last year had his career best of over 30 points. Ronnie's the type of guy, if he gets going from beyond the arc, he's very, very effective.
Finley looking for their first points. This is Alfonso Robbins, I beg your pardon, Aaron Robinson. And now Greg Kaling. He will, no, that is Jake Hagan with the jumper. 5-2.
Hagan with the nice spot-up jumper, had the open shot. You saw the nice rotation he's got on the basketball. He's got a good-looking shot. If he gets the ball in his hands in a nice range, he'll hit the basket. If not, he's going to look to pass the ball, move that offense.
Little pick and roll here for Will Evans. Off the mark. 17 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and our first whistle of the contest. The officials tonight are Todd Von Sossen, Chad Barlow, and Rob Walgat. That foul went against Brooke Turson, the team's first. Finley with the ball out of bounds and a fresh shot clock.
Well, that's the one thing the Eagles don't want to do is commit fouls. Finley is one of the best free throw shooting teams, not only in the GLIAC, but in the country, shooting at a rate of 76% as a team.
Inside, no, but Kaling good and a foul.
That's what the Eagles cannot allow Finley to do, get second and third opportunities at the basket. That time, Kaling was able to go up, was not able to get the shot to go in, but able to get his own rebound. Eagles got to do a better job of boxing out, clearing space, and getting the rebound, only allowing one possession for the Oilers.
David Harris comes into the game for Ashland because right away, Brooke Turson with 2 fouls.
And one thing about Ashland, they certainly play very hard. They don't have a lot of depth, so those fouls can creep up with the Eagles, meaning more minutes for people that aren't used to that.
Juan Thomas a little off balance. Evan Yates working hard inside, and it's 7-5.
Yates once again right there to get his own rebound. Did a nice job of with a little bit of a fake, forcing the defenders to go up. He went right in, put it in. That's the experience from Evan Yates here, playing for 3 years here now in his 4th year with Ashland University.
Here is Brad Peel, spinning, shooting, and a miss. Juan Thomas hauls it down, and here comes David Harris for Ashland. Thomas, no good. And it goes out of bounds to Finley.
Early on, the Eagles showing a lot of energy on the offensive end. That's something that head coach John Ellenwood had talked about, showing energy not only in the defensive end, which he always preaches, but showing on the offensive end as well. Eagles really looking to push things, taking some open shots. That time, Juan Thomas came down, took a nice three-point shot, didn't go in, but that's the type of offense Coach Ellenwood is looking for from the Eagles.
Working on the outside is Brad Peel, backing down against Evan Yates. A nice spin and layup.
Wow, nice up and under that time for Peel. Peel, one of the best overall players on this Finley team. You see what he can do with scoring, but he's also an excellent and very good passer, and also does a great job of putting the ball on the ground as well.
3 is up and no good from David Harris, and it is Finley coming back the other way. We are tied at 7. That is Greg Kaling, who went down, but there was no whistle, and here come the Eagles. Juan Thomas tries to slow it down and throws the ball away. Substitution for Ashland, Paul Honigford comes into the game. He is going to replace Will Evans.
Hannaford has been seeing increased minutes game by game at 6'8", certainly can play the post, also plays the power forward position, but has an excellent outside shot. It's one of the best looking shots on the team. Look for him to get involved with this offense here as we have at the 15-minute mark.
Well, Hannaford, the biggest or tallest AU player to play significant time for them. 6'8". 6'8" in Division II is pretty tall.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. I mean, the next closest guy to him is certainly Will Evans at 6'6", as well as Evan Yates.
Yates with the ball near the free throw line now. We are inside 15 minutes here in the first half. Ashland at 4-9, and the Findlay Oilers coming in at 10-4. But so far, even up, 7-all.
That time, shot clock winding down for David Harris, trying to just get something going in that offensive end. That time, the Eagles were not able to get some good rotation. Good hats off, I should say, to the Findlay Oilers on that defensive end.
Another whistle and another foul. And a timeout on the floor as Greg Kalig, there you see a little slap and a foul. So with this timeout, Ken, the Eagles huddling up along with Findlay. And early on, I would think Coach John Ellenwood for Ashland got to be pleased that, we're tied up.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, that's certainly something Coach Ellenwood talked about. In their last contest against Malone, certainly had played very early on, played great, and then all of a sudden they ran into some trouble going into the second half, which led to their loss. Eagles have also played very well here at Cates Gymnasium. They're 4-2. But perennially, they've been a very good home team. They've struggled a bit on the road, but something that they can certainly be positive and feel confident about is how well they played here at Cates Gymnasium. So far, they've done that here for this first 14 minutes.
The standings in the GLIAC South, you see Findlay on top, 7-3. They're 10-4 overall. Second is Hillsdale, whom Ashland will see on Saturday. Ashland obviously struggling down near the bottom, 2-8 in the conference, 4-9 overall. Coach John Ellenwood for Ashland is in his 4th season as the head man for the Eagles, 15-12 a year ago. He is a 2000 College of Worcester graduate and was inducted into their College Hall of Fame. For basketball.
John was an excellent basketball player for Worcester. Certainly holds some different records for them with scoring as well as assist and rebounding. But certainly Eagles right now down 8-7, 14:35 left to go. This is one aspect of the game that Coach Ellenwood doesn't want to see, putting the Oilers at the free throw line. So it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles talked about here, see what they could do here for these last 14 minutes of this first half.
This is David Harris for the Eagles. Oh, nice wide open basket for Will Evans. How about that?
That's excellent pass that time. Will Evans right underneath the basket to get the 2 points. That's the type of offense Coach Ellenwood wants to see. Makes the extra pass, find the open offensive player underneath, get some close shots to improve your percentage, and then you can focus on a little bit of the perimeter game.
Kaling for 3, and he hit it.
That's why he's one of the top players in the GLIAC, his ability to go inside and outside, that time from beyond the arc. He's a tough guy to defend. I know that assignment's going to be tough. Right now, DeJuan Thomas is on him. He's going to do the best he can. He's going to have to do a better job of just getting a hand in his face, forcing some more difficult shots.
Here's Ronnie Stewart, up and under, and we are, Ashland is down by 1 now, 12-11. I was about to say we're tied, but not quite.
Eagles right now controlling a little bit of the paint offensively, and right there just to see a great rebound as well as defensively.
Here comes Ashland, Ronnie Stewart with the basketball. Now David Harris with it. Ashland having a little trouble getting inside here. Oh, a whistle and a foul. What are we going to have?
Looks like one official has a foul on Finley, the other official has a hooking call on Will Evans, and I think that's what they're going to go with. The offensive foul on Will Evans. That's a tough call there. Official had a better position than I did, but certainly looked like both guys are battling for position.
Cole Krasancic and Evan Yates check back in for Ashland. Sitting down for Findlay, Alfonso Beatty, who you saw there.
Certainly the shooting woes continuing for Findlay, shooting at a clip of 36% overall.
There is a long three-pointer for Alfonso Beatty. I beg your pardon, Aaron Robinson.
Eagles right back, countering a basket for another
yeah.
basket. That's what the Eagles have to do. Try to compete scoring-wise, and need to buckle down a little bit more on defense here. Force the Oilers to take some questionable shots. Right now, their offense is a little bit smooth. The Eagles need to make it a little more rough for them.
Kalig has no fear of stepping way behind that three-point arc.
No, he steps into the gym, he's ready to shoot. And he's got the range. He certainly has the range, and he's a consistent shooter. He can do that.
Foul on Findlay, their first of the game. Foul is on Jack Smith. The senior picks up his first.
You see the foul there on Smith as Evans attacking the basket. That's one thing Coach Ellenwood talked about, the ability of the Eagles to attack the basket. If you can't get the ball in the basket, then you can also force some fouls, get yourself to the free throw line. Eagles have done a nice job at the free throw line this season. Give themselves some opportunities at the stripe and some extra offense.
This is Honigford for Stewart. Evan Yates swinging the ball around the outside.
Right now, the Eagles are trying to get Cole Krasancic involved in their offense. An outstanding shooter from Menor. See if he can get himself on the scoreboard quickly here.
5 seconds to shoot. Yates off balance and could not get it to go. AU seems to be working awfully hard and not getting many good shot opportunities right now.
Yeah, a combination of little lack of flow with the offense right now. Also a good defense from Findlay.
That is Mark Frilling. And the lead is 4 for Findlay. Here's Will Evans, and it is stolen after the bad pass to Evan Yates. That looked like it was almost a little hook. And this is Aaron Robinson. Nice motion on that offense, and Sean Sansel knocks it down, and John Ellenwood has seen enough.
Yeah, it's a good timeout for Ashland.
Timeout for the Eagles as Findlay puts together a little run.
Yeah, they're starting to gain some momentum there off that last three-point shot. That time by Sean Sampson, as you see the nice dribble drive and the kick out to Sampson, and he's able to hit the three-pointer from the corner. Good offensive set that time from Findlay. Eagles just need to continue the job they're doing defensively, stopping the ability of the penetration for Findlay, and once again get hands in the air and in the face of these outside shooters for Findlay, who early on have struggled. I mean, right now, percentage-wise for Findlay, shooting at a clip of 46%. The Eagles themselves are shooting at 46%. Eagles need to continue to do a good job on rebounding as well. So right now they about rebounded Findlay 7-6. Need to avoid the turnovers, though. That's one thing Coach Ellenwood said would be a bit of a concern for him. And right now the Eagles have committed 3 turnovers. Findlay still looking to make their first turnover here with 10:40 left to go in this first half.
20-13, Findlay pulling out to a 7-point lead. We were tied at 7, so this is a 13-6 run by Findlay. Off balance shot that time by DeJuan Thomas, and here comes Findlay again. Aaron Robinson with the basketball. Sean Sampson with the charge.
Nice job by DeJuan Thomas, putting himself in perfect position, taking the charge. DeJuan Thomas is the type of guy, you don't see a lot of his stats on paper, but he does all the little things. That time was able to get himself in great position cause the offensive foul, and get the turnover for Ashland.
Findlay with the 7-point lead and now going to apply the full court press. Here's Ronnie Stewart. It's Cole Krasancic trying to get it to Stewart. Whistle as that entry pass was made. And that foul is going to go against Dylan Kaufman. And we have a timeout on the floor. 9:42 to go. Findlay 20, Ashland 13. We will return to Cates Gymnasium in just a moment.
Ashland University puts the accent on the individual. As a mid-sized university in North Central Ohio, AU has a rich 128-year tradition of creating unique educational experiences that combine the challenge of strong applied academic programs while being focused on each student as they become known, connected, confident, enriched, and strengthened. Ashland University has more than 70 degree programs, providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the classroom, in the workplace, and in the world.
Back at Cates Gymnasium, 9:42 to go in the first half. Findlay, the 24th ranked team in Division II college basketball, with a 7-point lead on the home team Ashland Eagles. Ken, what jumps out at you in these first 10 minutes of play?
Well, certainly both teams are able to distribute the ball very, very well. Both teams have 4 assists. Right now, the Eagles are holding their own on the defensive and offensive end with a rebounding margin. Both teams at 8. Right now, the thing that jumps out at you real quick is the turnovers. The Eagles need to do a better job and take care of the basketball.
Let's see if they can improve upon that. They have the basketball here, trailing. That's Cole Krasancic for DeJuan Thomas.
High screen from Evan Yates. Going to see if he's going to bounce back, almost like a pick and roll type of situation.
Will Evans gets it inside to Yates. Spins, triple teamed, no foul. And Findlay comes away with it.
That's tough. Eagles need to hit some outside shots and avoid having 2 or 3 people take on Yates. Right now, Yates is getting double teamed. Findlay knowing that most of the offense is going to come through Yates.
As soon as they make that entry pass, Findlay just collapses on Yates. Sean Samsel, the junior from Louisville, with 5 seconds to shoot. He kicks it for Jack Smith, who didn't hit anything.
Good defensive set that time for the Eagles. Really buckled down, forced a really tough shot from Findlay.
Will Evans steps back and hits for 3.
That's what Will Evans does very well. Hits the outside shot. He's really working on his inside game. That time, wide open shot from the baseline, able to connect, cuts the lead to 4 points.
Eagles, until that one, were just 1 of 5 from behind the arc. Jack Smith hits it for Findlay.
That's the
22 to 16.
It's a balanced offense from Findlay. A lot of different guys getting involved. I mean, their leading scorer is only Kalig at 14 points a game. That means a lot of balanced scoring from the squad.
Evans, I beg your pardon, Will Evans. Back the other way with Findlay. 3-pointer off the mark. Here come the Eagles.
Look to slow things down if they can. Unless you have an open lane like that, unfortunately Thomas couldn't connect, but certainly had the open lane to the basket.
Almost looked like he was surprised it was so open.
Yeah, I think he was to an extent. Wasn't sure if he wanted to go for the layup or take the quick jumper. That time got a little indecisive, unable to make the shot.
Dylan Kaufman gives the ball out, and hitting it is Brad Peel.
I tell you, that's what you see from Peel, his ability to get to the basket, but he also can hit the 10 to 12-foot jumper as a big post guy. That's tough, because then you have to honor him when he gets the ball that far out, which opens up the lane as well.
22nd timeout by the Eagles as they now trail by 8. 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
This is a very important 7 minutes for the Eagles right now. They need to keep things within perspective for them and within the reach so they can maybe cut the halftime lead and possibly take the lead if they can here in this first half. But certainly want to be within 3 to 4 points going into the half so they can have some momentum going into the second half.
Well, the Findlay Oilers, they brought a few people with them, and there you see a look at Charlie Ernst. He's their head coach. He was an assistant for 20 years and then took over last year, leading Findlay to a 24-7 record. He was on the staff when Findlay in 2008 and 2009 posted an incredible 36-0 mark en route to a Division II national championship. There you see the head coach for the Ashland Eagles, John Ellenwood, in his 4th season. And Will Evans picks up a foul on Findlay.
That's what happens when you continue to attack the basket, and that's something Coach Ellenwood had talked about. When you attack the basket, good things happen. Now the 14th foul on Findlay, the Eagles could get themselves in the bonus here with a couple more fouls, have some extra opportunities of offense at the free throw line.
Jake Hagan picked up the foul for the Oilers. Inside, and there is another foul against Findlay.
Excellent job again. That's what you have to do. Get that ball inside. Will Evans had great position. They got a nice speed pass from the inside. Good pass by Brooke Turson, and Evans good to go up and got fouled. Another possession for the Eagles.
Aaron Robinson with the hook there. You can see it quite clearly. You just can't do that.
Fresh shot clock. Eagles back in the half-court game. See what they can do now in this set.
Findlay in a 2-3 zone right now, and the ball loose, and here comes Findlay. Off the mark by Jake Hagan, and Ashland with it again.
Good job defensively. I should say good job with the rebounding, allowing one possession. That's what the Eagles need to continue to do. Findlay is going to hit their shots, but don't give them another opportunity.
Thoughts on the 2-3 zone here from Findlay?
Eagles have seen this before. Certainly in this type of situation, you're looking for the Eagles to shoot outside. As Findlay knows the Eagles aren't the strongest from the outside, trying to hit some shots. But Ronnie Stewart's going to try to change their mind and force them to go back up to match up one-on-one, man-to-man defense.
Well, I'm sure the other reason, Evan Yates is on the bench right now. He's getting ready to come back in. But when he's out of the game, the Eagles' inside game isn't as strong as it would be with him on the floor. At the other end, Aaron Robinson inside for Brad Peel. Thought about shooting it and then passed it. It wound up in the hands of Greg Kalig, who does the probably best thing he could, which is hit a three-pointer.
Yeah, it's the unassist assist, I guess is what you could call it. But that time, Kalig able to outtake the opportunity. Wow, Ronnie Stewart heating up.
Yeah, you mentioned he had a big game against Findlay a year ago, and he's doing well here so far. He's got 11 points in the first half.
Well, Ronnie's the type of guy, he plays big in big games, and that's what he's doing right now.
Off the mark, and the rebound to Brooke Turson. Back in the game finally. He picked up 2 quick fouls and had to sit for a while. There is almost a steal, but Will Evans gets it back. Could have been a travel, but it wasn't called, and here comes Findlay.
Chris Myers that time trying to go to the basket, had the opportunity to run underneath. Transfer from Hiram that time. He's played some nice minutes for the Eagles. That time not able to convert on the possession. Defensively again, Eagles nice job and allowing one shot and getting the rebound again. That's what the Eagles need to do, get back to the half-court offense.
Basket by Ronnie Stewart. The Eagles shooting just 39% right now. Findlay at about 45. not a lot of shot opportunities for either team at the moment. It's kind of one and done.
Yeah, right now it's both teams really focusing on allowing the other team only one shot. Eagles really doing a great job of that. But also the defense from both sides, very good. That time, Chris Myers with a nice tip, forcing Brad Peel to turn the ball over and knock it out of bounds.
3:40 to go. Timeout on the floor. It is Findlay 27, Ashland 24. Back to Cates Gymnasium in a moment.
Ashland University puts the accent on the individual. As a mid-sized university in North Central Ohio, AU has a rich 128-year tradition of creating unique educational experiences that combine the challenge of strong, applied academic programs while being focused on each student as they become known, connected, confident, enriched, and strengthened. Ashland University has more than 70 degree programs providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the classroom, in the workplace, and in the world.
AU has cut the lead of the Findlay Oilers to just 3, Ken. An impressive little spurt here by Ashland.
Certainly led by Ronnie Stewart, doing a nice job as Ronnie's been able to connect from outside the arc, that time just inside the free throw line. But Ronnie, who in this game scored 31 points last year, leading the Eagles right now as he has 13 points.
You see a look at Jack Smith for Findlay, and here come the Eagles.
More substitutions again. David Harris back in the contest. Paul Honigford, John Ellenwood trying to keep some fresh bodies out here to keep our guys fresh and see if they can be as effective.
David Harris has the ball right now. Gives it to Ronnie Stewart, who we've talked about has heated up a bit.
Got 8 on the shot clock. See what the Eagles do here.
Down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Ronnie Stewart had to do something and didn't get anything out of that opportunity. 3 minutes to go. 27-24 first half. Eagles and Oilers. Findlay swings the ball. Greg Kalig off the mark. Substitution.
You can see DeJuan Thomas check back in for the Eagles, replace Brooke Turson. Thomas had some nice minutes in his first stint. See if he can continue with that. But Ashland right now, if you're Coach Ellenwood, you got to be very happy. At one point, they're down as many as 8 points. It's cut the lead now down to 3. Has an opportunity to cut it to either tie the contest or cut it down to 1 as we approach this end of this first half. 2:30 left to go here.
Stewart gives it to David Harris. Now Evan Yates loses it out of bounds.
Trying to post Evan Yates up. Unfortunately, the pass was not able to be handled by Yates, but that's the offense the Eagles are looking for. Get Yates back involved, that they can continue to have Ronnie Stewart hit shots from the outside. They can find a way for Will Evans or Paul Honigford to get hot as well. The Eagles are going to be in this contest today.
Mark Frilling gives the ball to Sean Sampson. 2 minutes to go, first half. Frilling, wow, what a left-handed up and under there.
Yeah, nice shot. Made a nice move against Yates and able to put it in. Increased the lead to 29-24. Just under 2 minutes now left in this first half. The Eagles really need a bucket to get right before the end of this half.
DeJuan Thomas gets the rebound and the foul.
Good second effort that time by the Eagles. DeJuan Thomas, as David Harris took the shot, not able to convert, but Thomas was there to get the rebound. Not exactly one of the tallest guys on the floor, but gave a little extra effort that time. As you see Harris drive to the basket, puts up the shot. It's blocked by Kalig, and then picked up by Thomas, and he puts up a shot and didn't go in for him, but he was fouled. Get him to the free throw line.
He's shooting 70% from there this season. Jigston.
Got to hit free throws. This type of game, the way the game's being played and the Eagles being in half court, they're going to have to hit free throws to keep themselves in the contest.
Seems like every possession, every point is very hard to come by. And a travel ball against Findlay. 70 seconds to go in the first half. Charlie Ernst showing a little angst, I guess. Maybe.
Yes, I think it's very well said. Another substitution for the Eagles. Only the third turnover now for Findlay. Ashland's got 5 turnovers of themselves. So Will Evans back in the contest along with Burke Turson as DeJuan Thomas brings the ball down here. Let's see what the Eagles can do. Set up, certainly not the last shot, but one of the last shots here in this first half.
Yates bobbled it, and he got it back and put it in. 29-26.
You get the ball in the block next to the basket to Yates. He's either going to get fouled or he's going to put it in. That time, cutting the lead to 3 points. Yates having himself a very nice afternoon so far. 5 points, and certainly he's got 6 rebounds.
Jack Smith picks up the foul on Will Evans. That's his second, the team's 5th. The ball is out of bounds to Findlay. 34 seconds to go in the half, and Findlay can hold for the final shot now.
Coach Ellenwood's done a nice job with the substitutions today, getting fresh bodies out there. That time Evans and Turson will take a seat. Harris and Honigford back in for defensive purposes here with this last 30 seconds left in this first half.
Jack Smith with an off-balance shot. A little surprised they didn't hold for the final shot there.
I am. Yes, that would have been the final shot. The shot clock was off, and Smith trying to make something happen. Took a wild, little whirling dervish shot there. Not able to get it to go. 10 seconds left here in this half.
Here's David Harris for the Eagles, looking for somebody. Swinging around. 3 seconds, 2. Way off the mark, and that is the end of the first half. So Findlay, the 24th ranked team in the country, on the road, getting all they can handle right now from Ashland. It is 29-26 after the first 20 minutes of play. And we will be back with more from Cates Gymnasium in just a moment.
Ashland University puts the accent on the individual. As a mid-sized university in North Central Ohio, AU has a rich 128-year tradition of creating unique educational experiences that combine the challenge of strong applied academic programs while being focused on each student as they become known, connected, confident, enriched, and strengthened. Ashland University has more than 70 degree programs, providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the classroom, in the workplace, and in the world.
Back in Ashland, where the Eagles are down by just 3 to the number 24 Findlay Oilers here at halftime. Ken, Findlay built a lead of up to 9 points, but Ashland trimmed it down here.
Well, the key for the Eagles is limiting Findlay's opportunity at second and third opportunities. Eagles did a nice job on the boards. We'll have the stats for you very shortly. But Eagles did a nice job on the boards, limiting Findlay's opportunities at the basket and playing good defense, forcing some tough outside shots. Findlay was only able to hit 42% from the field. That's a great job by John Ellenwood in the defense. Eagles down only 3. Anything could happen here in the second half. Ronnie Stewart is also very key for the Eagles. Heating up, we need to see more of that in the second half.
We will find out how the second half will pan out. The action will begin when we return to Cates Gymnasium in just a moment. Ashland University basketball on Sports Time Ohio is proudly supported by Ashland University's College of Arts and Sciences. 17 departments nurturing creativity, developing critical thinking, and building character. And by Belly Buster's Barbecue, authentic Southern barbecue at 1159 East Main, Ashland. Ted Klopp and Ken Dworsnik back at Ashland's Cates Gymnasium. First half is in the books. Findlay with a 29-26 lead. Let's look at the first half stats here, and we see that Ashland shot a little better behind the arc, but aside from that, these numbers are pretty similar.
Yes, they are, as Eagles did a nice job connecting from outside the arc, converting on 2 of 4 shots, while Findlay was only able to convert on just a couple three-pointers. As you can see, Eagles did a great job rebounding the basketball, out-rebounding Ashland, I should say Findlay 17-15. The one stat that certainly jumps out at you is the turnovers. Eagles with 5 turnovers in that first half, Findlay with 3. But Ronnie Stewart was certainly the key for the Eagles as he led all scorers in that first half with 13 points.
Right away, a whistle and a foul on Ashland. The foul goes against Will Evans. That is his 3rd.
That's a big foul because, once again, Evans playing a significant role with this squad, as the Eagles certainly don't have a ton of depth, so certainly don't want to continue to see some foul trouble for Evans.
Aaron Robinson with the basket. Extends the Findlay lead to 5.
Unfortunately, when you have fouls like that, you need to be more conscious of what you do defensively. You don't want to pick up that 4th foul. You pick up that 4th foul, you won't see him again until late in that second half. Eagles also got some nice scoring from Evan Yates in that first half, 8 points, 5 rebounds. As you see, Evans going to the basket again, once again, and putting it up and in.
It's good, and the foul. The foul goes against Brad Peel. Evan Yates at the line, shoots 68% on the season.
When he gets that position on the low block, you're not going to be able to stop him. That's why he's been so successful these past 2 seasons. In the low block, he's so strong. You know, you see the upper body strength, but his power and strength come from his legs, and he's just so powerful. You can't stop him.
He has 5 double-doubles already this season. There is a basket by Jake Hagan. Will Evans inside, pops it up and in.
You see the athleticism that time from Evans, able to get the ball inside, drive to the basket. That's something John Ellenwood, as the rest of the Ashland University coaching staff, would love to see Evans do a little bit more. Can create more of an inside game, which would make him that much more effective shooting from the outside.
Brad Peel had his shot go off the mark. And here come the Eagles with a chance to tie or even take the lead.
They'll go right back into Evan Yates if they can.
Here is a 3 that goes all the way around the rim and pops out from Brooke Turson.
Turson, a transfer of Columbus State, has seen significant minutes with some injuries and also some other people leaving the team for Ashland University. Turson's taken advantage of his opportunities and done a nice job playing at the forward and guard spots.
Greg Kalig, no good, and Evan Yates with the rebound. Here come the Eagles again, trailing by 2. Stewart for Yates. Yates double teamed. DeJuan Thomas. Boy, that's twice now. Those 3-pointers have been almost down and come back out.
Good shots. There's nothing wrong with the shots. That time, Stewart, a little bit of a drive, kicked it out to Thomas, was open in the corner, just not able to knock it down. Another rimming out for Ashland.
That is a nice drive by Jake Hagan.
Yeah, Hagan showing his ability to go to the basket that time. Saw him before, hit the 3-pointer that time, right to the basket. Nice strong move, able to convert. Continue with the Findlay lead of 35-31 with 17-11 left to go in the second half.
Into the game for Ashland, Paul Honigford. He'll replace Will Evans.
Honigford had 4 minutes for the Eagles in that first half. No stats, but certainly did some good things defensively. The Eagles are hoping he can get himself on the scoreboard. As I mentioned before, a good outside shooter. As the Eagles back to this half-court offense. You see the high screen from Evan Yates, looking a little bit of a pick and roll and get some rotation around the basket.
That is Brooke Turson leaving it for Honigford, who did not knock it down. Eagles last 3 possessions, no points.
The Eagles need to get themselves on the scoreboard, but once again, if you can't do it offensively, see what you can do defensively and get some points in transition as well.
Brad Peel, and no good.
Neither team right now in this second half able to hit shots. Played basically almost 4 minutes. We've only seen 1 bucket.
Juan Thomas going to reset the offense with 15 seconds to shoot. Yates working hard inside, no good. Out of bounds to Ashland. Back into the game for Findlay comes Mark Frilling, and sitting down is Brad Peel. Here's Yates spinning, triple teamed, and it's blocked. And it'll go out of bounds to Ashland.
Good block that time from Frilling. Good head fake that time from Evan Yates, and Frilling that time wasn't able to buy the fake and got himself right up to the basket. Nice job from Frilling that time, able to be there. But Evan Yates showing his power, able to get around 2 or 3 different guys. And Juan Thomas made a very nice, smart play, calling the timeout before the 5-second call out of bounds.
Yeah, timeout on the floor, a 22nd for Ashland. And that was, as you said, a wise move. Charlie Ernst in the huddle talking to his club, the Findlay Oilers. There's a good look at some of them. In there is Brad Peel. Interesting story about him. He's married. His wife plays for the Findlay Oiler women's basketball team. Not too often you find that. You're talking to some of the folks in Findlay before the game, noticed that the names are the same, and I said, brother, sister? He said, no, husband, wife.
That's certainly, there's certainly something different, and as you see a good shot there, Charlie Ernst, as well as the Findlay Oilers. This is a squad that certainly is looking to make a run here in the GLIAC tournament, but with the 15:55 left to go in the second half, the Eagles aren't making it real easy for them. And certainly Coach Ellenwood and the Eagles got to be happy with what they've done defensively. Just need to make some shots. Paul Honigford, 9th in the conference in 3-point shooting. He needs to get himself involved, as the Eagles have made some substitutions as well. Ronnie Stewart coming back in, as well as Brooke Turson.
Let's look at this last play right before the timeout. Yates triple teamed. Man.
As you see that time, Frilling. One thing you do defensively as a basketball player, look at the waist of the player. You can't fake what you're doing with your waist. As out of the timeout, nice play by Ashland University. Paul Honigford hitting the 3-point shot from the corner, cutting the lead to 1.
Finally, a basket goes down for Ashland. Now a whistle away from the ball, and I think Paul Honigford is going to pick up a foul. His second, the team's second. Greg Kalig drove the lane, and defense just kind of melted away there.
Yeah, that's a tough defensive matchup for Brooke Turson, doing the best that he can, but Kalig, very athletic, that time was able to get to the basket and get the score. Findlay now is all of a sudden putting more defensive pressure on the perimeter against the Eagles. That time Honigford, I think, is going to get called for the foul.
Yep.
Trying to tip rebound that time after the shot from Turson from the corner, and unfortunately went over the back, committing his 3rd personal foul.
Eagles now have 2 guys with 3 personal fouls, Honigford and Will Evans. And you talked about the depth that Ashland, I guess you'd say, struggles with a bit, and having 2 guys with 3 personal fouls will certainly not help. Mark Frilling off the glass, and the lead is 5.
Eagles this possession need to get themselves back on the scoreboard. Findlay kicking the lead out to 5, as looks like David Harris will come back into the contest for the Eagles, see if he can get something going offensively for Ashland.
What kind of a pass was that? Not sure what happened there, but DeJuan Thomas went out of bounds. Timeout. Timeout, Ashland. And Ken, we talked about in the first half, these possessions each one is a major effort, and it hasn't changed at all here in the second half.
Well, one thing you have to remember too is what Findlay's done, putting a lot of pressure on the ball, putting a lot of pressure in the inside. When you have to work that hard offensively, you certainly do that defensively. When you have to work that hard offensively, kind of wears you down a little bit. One thing to remember, we got 14:26 left to go. We talked a little bit about the lack of depth for Ashland University just because there's not a lot of numbers on the squad. You certainly have to think about fatigue as this game wears on. But right now, the Eagles certainly holding strong and see what they can do with this last 14:26.
Well, the Ashland University Eagles 4-9 coming in, 2-8 in the GLIAC. Findlay 10-4, 7-3 in the GLIAC. So obviously there was some disparity at the start of the contest, but if you just look at the scoreboard, not the case.
Well, certainly for Ashland, though, the X factor is the home court advantage. Ashland plays well here, 4-2 on the season. Despite the Eagles losing 4 of their last 5 contests, certainly this is a team. You do a couple things here, do a couple things there, all of a sudden you have a different record, and in some of the games that you've lost, very close games, you can win. So certainly Ashland's head coach John Illenwood, very, very positive. Certainly in his 4th season here, has the experience, understands what needs to happen in these types of games. Look for them to continue to play very hard and keep themselves in this contest.
Findlay working the ball inside. That is Jake Hagan with a missed shot, but right back goes the ball to Findlay. Inside 14 minutes, a 5-point lead, and a 3-point shot is no good. Another offensive rebound for Findlay.
Yeah, that time Eagles not able to block out after the long shot.
Sean Samsel, no good. Finally, Ashland comes away with that board.
Out of that timeout, Coach Ellenwood switching the defense off, going to a zone defense that time, running a 2-3. And certainly that time it was effective, forcing the Oilers to take some outside shots.
David Harris for 3.
I tell you, David Harris, one of the hardest working guys on this squad. He's the guy you see the first one to practice, the last one to leave. Works very, very hard. This is his last season with the Eagles. From here on out, he's going to be involved with basketball as he'll be coaching as a graduate assistant at VCU next year.
Evan Yates. Before the shot, we have a foul. Yates been ahead of the line.
Well, Yates did a nice job of controlling the basketball. That's one thing that I think he's really improved on from his freshman year now until his senior year, is the ability to control the basketball was underneath the basket, taking less dribbles, holding onto the ball with 2 hands, and just going up right away as opposed to trying to make the extra dribble. You saw it that time.
Oh! Stewart had the ball knocked away. Nice block by Aaron Robinson.
Robinson, a very athletic player. Certainly you saw his athleticism that time, knocking the ball out of bounds. Basically 34 seconds on the shot clock now for Ashland.
And Ashland throws the ball away. Mark Frilling missed the dunk. How about that? Ashland, see if they could take advantage here.
Frilling trying to make a little bit of a highlight play, and unfortunately was able to get the ball in the basket. New life for Ashland here, down 2, 12:42 here to go in this second half.
Gives Ashland another opportunity to tie or take the lead. 3-pointer from Honigford, and the Eagles take the lead at 40-39.
Good poise from Ashland. Working the ball around the perimeter. Honigford taking a nice shot. There's a reason he's 9th in the conference in 3-point shooting. You saw it there. The nice pure shooting stroke, able to knock down the 3-pointer.
Timeout by Findlay. They are reeling. They want to figure this out. Let's look at it again. Honigford wide open, drills it.
Let him shoot in rhythm. He's going to make a lot of shots. He did that in high school, and certainly now he could do it at the college level here in his 2nd season.
Well, the Eagles have not seen a tie or the lead since we were at 7-7 early on in the game. So it's been a long road back, but they've done it.
Well, once again, for Findlay, taking a lot of shots, connecting on 16 of 40 at a clip of 40%. Right now, though, the big key, not their ability not to knock down the three-point shots. Findlay has taken 16 three-pointers today, connected on only 4 at a rate of 25%. The other key, too, is this is a very good free throw shooting team. This team is only going to the line 3 times today.
Yeah. See what happens on this possession. Jack Smith into the lane and knocks it down, and he also knocked down Brooke Turson.
Yeah, Turson trying to take the charge that time. Unfortunately, was there a little bit too late. Nice job of the officials that time, not calling the foul, because there was basically a no call there, letting both players play, as Findlay able to convert on another basket.
Outside, three-pointer. Brooke Turson can't knock it down. Here's Evan Yates. Whistle and a foul. Yates gonna head to the line.
I tell you one thing, Evan Yates, when he gets that ball and he's close to the basket, I think everyone in the gymnasium, including the coaching staff, knows he's going to go to the basket. As that time, you see the nice dribble drive by Yates, able to go through 2 defenders. Was they able to convert on the shot, but get himself to the free throw line?
Yates 1 for 2 now from the line. Honigford will sit down, and Will Evans will check in for Ashland. Findlay sends Sean Samsel back into the game. Yates, the 6'6" senior from the Cincinnati area.
His father was actually a very good basketball player. Was the all-time leading scorer and rebounder at Wilmington College, not too far from here.
He made 1 of 2 from the line, and the game is tied now at 41. A lot of motion from Findlay now. Three-pointer is up and no good, and here's Ronnie Stewart with the rebound. Pushing, layup is tipped. Evans with the rebound, and he got fouled.
See, that's experienced play there from Evan Yates. Ronnie Stewart went really, really hard to the basket. Was not able to convert the basket that time, but good transition play from the Eagles. As you see Stewart going to the basket, puts up the shot, it's partially blocked. That's experience, knowing where you have to be on the floor to make second and third opportunities. Evan right there was able to convert, get himself back to the free throw line.
Almost took out our camera guy, too.
Yes, he did. Way to hold in there.
That's right. Stand in there at all costs. We need the pictures. A couple substitutions into the game for Findlay is Brad Peel. Mark Frilling sits down. Yates looking to give Ashland a lead, and he does. Juwan Thomas coming back in. He will replace Brooke Turson. 42-41.
It's a big game for Juwan Thomas. Him and Aaron Robinson both went to the same high school. So this is a nice little rivalry between them. They both went to Madison High School, just outside of Trotwood, Ohio. So both Juwan Thomas and Robinson certainly have a little bit of a duel between each other, but each gets a little bit more excited. And certainly a lot to get excited about as it's a 43-42 contest.
Back and forth and back and forth. This is David Harris.
A lot of perimeter that time.
Oh, inside Yates. Nice pump and drops it in. He made one defender miss on the pass, and then he pumped the other 2 out of the way and got the basket.
Yeah, just trying to do a little bit of a denial is what Findlay's trying to do against Yates, not trying to have him get the ball, and that time the defender not able to make the play. Yates with an open look at the basket goes right in there. Good defense that time from Yates.
Yeah. Brad Peel could not connect.
Quiet night for Peel, only 4 points, 4 rebounds so far. Certainly a very good offensive player. He's not shown it so far. See what he could do in this last 10 minutes.
He's averaging almost 12 points a game. We are inside 10 minutes, and there is a whistle and a foul, and with it comes a timeout. Ashland with a 1-point lead on the 24th ranked team in the country, 44-43.
As a mid-sized university in North Central Ohio, AU has a rich 128-year tradition of creating unique educational experiences that combine the challenge of strong, applied academic programs while being focused on each student as they become known, connected, confident, enriched, and strengthened. Ashland University has more than 70 degree programs providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the classroom, in the workplace, and in the world.
There is a good look at Charlie Ernst, who you can tell he's not real happy.
No, it's certainly not exactly what he wanted to see here coming off that tough loss against Tiffin. He's hoping to get his team jump-started, but he's having difficulties here at Cage Gymnasium. Quick story about Charlie Ernst. Certainly, you talk about guys, looking to work their way up the ladder, things like that. Certainly, the thing that's very impressive about Ernst, he was an assistant at Findlay for 20 years before he had his opportunity at Findlay. And him and Coach Ron Niekamp, who's the longtime coach, actually a very, very good coach, all-time winningest coach at Findlay. They have a great relationship and things like that. And Ernst does a lot of the things that Coach Niekamp did, but hats off to Charlie Ernst, waiting his time out to have the opportunity, and now he's taking advantage in his second season with Findlay.
Eagles looking to add to a 1-point advantage. David Harris, no. Findlay pushing. Looks like maybe a little push there, but no call. Working the ball right now, Dylan Kaufman. No good. Tipped right back out to Findlay. Wide open is Sean Samsel, and he hits for 3. 46-44. Findlay now with a 2-point advantage.
Samsel now 6 points on the evening, a goal along with 1 rebound. He's able to knock down that wide open jumper.
Harris misses again, and now we have a whistle and a foul.
Right now the Eagles need to do a better job rebounding the basketball as they did in this first half. Right now Findlay getting second and third opportunities. That last possession down at their floor, on their side I should say, they had second 2 opportunities, which you saw Samsel knocking down the 3. That's something Coach Ellenwood and his coaching staff really want to avoid here in this last 8:35 of the second half.
Findlay looking to add to a 2-point lead, and Greg Kalig makes it a 5-point lead with the 3-pointer.
Not much else you could do on that if you're Brooke Turson. Certainly have a hand in his face. He can certainly go to the basket as well, but you certainly have to honor that. But that time, Kalig able to convert on the long jumper.
He's got 16 points in the game. Ball goes out of bounds to Ashland. Evan Yates, he has 15. Ronnie Stewart with 13 right now for the Eagles. Those 3 guys, the only double-figure scorers in the game.
Kalig 15th in the conference in scoring. One thing the Eagles got to be happy with as well is coming into this contest, Findlay averaging nearly 73 points a game. Right now they're holding them to 49, so certainly that outlook is very, very good.
Ronnie Stewart with 1 second to go on the shot clock. Missed for 3. The ball is loose, and here come the Eagles. Stewart pushes underneath, and now he'll go back around. Oh, look at that! Well, he took the scenic route, but he gets 2 points.
That time I think Ronnie Stewart thought he was part of the Harlem Globetrotters, but I'll tell you right now, he made it work. Looks like he's a bit winded, but that whole offensive set was started by that hustle play by Brooke Turson on the other end. What a nice job by Turson, making the extra reach, getting the rebound, or getting the steal, and taking advantage, getting the Eagles going.
Evan Yates whistled for the foul, his first. Jack Smith gonna head to the line for Findlay. He shoots 79% from the free throw stripe. Findlay with just 3 free throws in the game so far. They are 4 for 4 now. Ashland was shooting just 3 of 6 from the line. So there haven't been a whole lot of free throws in this game.
No, there haven't. And if you're John Ellenwood, you're very happy about that. Certainly limiting Findlay's opportunity. As Ronnie Stewart coming out of the contest, looks like something might have happened to either his leg or his knee after that last layup, as David Harris will replace him. But Smith on the afternoon, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Senior, very athletic player. He's had an opportunity to start just a bit, but also has come off the bench and done a nice job for Charlie Hurst in this squad.
50-46, 7 minutes to go in the game. Couple substitutions now. Paul Honigford is going to sit down, and Will Evans into the game for Ashland. And Findlay putting a little pressure on the ball now. Expect things to tighten up here as we head down the stretch. Dewan Thomas with the ball for Ashland. Surprised the Eagles are just they're kind of standing around there on offense, and look out for the ball there. Holy cow.
It's like a foul ball in baseball. You got to keep your heads up. Good defensive play that time from Findlay. As take a look at the replay here as you see the incidental kick. And luckily no one was harmed or injured on that kick as it went to the stands. A little European football that time. Got a little bit of everything here tonight at Cates Gymnasium.
That's right. Here's Dewan Thomas, and that is well short of the mark. And here comes Findlay, and they can extend their lead to 6 or even 7.
Eagles need a stop here. Do not want this to get out to 6 points. Need to find a way to get a stop. If anything, Findlay takes a shot, need to get the rebound right away, not allow another opportunity at the basket.
Mark Frilling working hard. And now losing the ball is Jake Hagan, and at the other end, driving no good, but Dewan Thomas is there. He hits the basket, and the lead is 2.
Boy, Dewan Thomas showing that, you can do the little things and be effective. That time able to rebound the miss from Brooke Turson, put the ball back up and in. Eagles down 2 now, 5:35 left to go in this second half.
Evans picks up his second foul.
Now, one thing to take into factor, that's the 16th foul now on Ashland, and that'll put Findlay into the bonus. Well, as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Findlay a very good free throw shooting team. As a team, they shoot at a clip of 76%.
Five and a half minutes to go. Greg Kalig for 3, no good. Mark Frilling picks up an Ashland foul with his rebounding efforts, and he will head to the line.
And personal foul is on Will Evans. And for Will, that's his 4th personal foul. That'll bring Paul Honigford back in. That time, Coach Ellenwood very disappointed. Certainly had 2 guys there to box out Frilling, but Frilling somehow found a way to get to the basketball, get the rebound, and force the personal foul.
Frilling shoots just 43% from the line this season, but when it counts here down the stretch, he hits the first one. We'll see if he can connect on both to make this a 4-point advantage. 1 for 2. But the ball goes to Findlay. How about that? Greg Kalig, baseline, Draws the foul. Basket did not go.
You can see the type of player that Kalig is. I mean, he is absolutely a versatile player. If you're going to have a versatile player in the dictionary, he's the guy. As that time you see him go along the baseline, make a nice spin move, go up and under the basket and put up the shot and nearly put it in. As Brooke Turson had very good defense against him, to be honest with you. I don't know what else you're going to do.
Yeah.
Just got a very good offensive player was able to get to the basket.
And Kalig hits both. And the lead is 5. 5-point lead as we approach the 5-minute mark in the second half. Will Evans way out of his comfort zone there, I would think. Behind the three-point line. AU 15 seconds ago on the shot clock. DeJuan Thomas looking for something. Puts up a jump shot. It's good.
Nice move. Real nice move that time from Thomas. That's something we saw a lot from him last year, taking those short little jumpers and converting. Able to do it there, cutting the lead to 3 with 4:40 left.
Spinning and shooting is Kalig. Frilling tried to tip it. No good, and here comes Ashland. Down by 3. 4:20 to go. Aaron Robinson going to get called for a foul. And before we see the resolution of that, we have a timeout on the floor. 4:20 to go. Ashland trailing by 3. Back to Cates Gymnasium in a moment.
I think what makes us unique is that we've brought together journalism, video, and audio, all three of those elements together, and converged them so that we reflect the industry and how things are going today. Our philosophy is to train you so that what you're doing here reflects what's happening out there in the real world. Additionally, you're getting those liberal arts benefits. We are academically rigorous. We're going to make you a good critical thinker, an excellent writer, and really set you out into the world with the knowledge base that you need to have in order to be successful.
Back at Ashland, and the stats show Findlay with a 3-point lead, and most of the numbers on the stat sheet are pretty even. The three-pointers, 7 of 18 for Ashland, 6 of 20 for Findlay. Free throws, the only slight disparity, 3 of 6 for Ashland, 7 of 9 for Findlay, but anything that jumps out at you there, Ken?
I'll be honest with you, the Eagles have done a nice job as you look at the rebounding. Ashland's out-rebounded Findlay 34-30. Bench scoring is led by Findlay 10-9. Second chance points are also led by Findlay by 10-9. I would say the only stat that jumps out at you right now is the turnovers. Ashland with 7 and Findlay with 5.
Findlay also, well, both teams are in the bonus now. Findlay slightly ahead there, but that shot is no good, but AU gets the rebound, and now Mark Frilling steals it for Findlay. Findlay with a chance to push this lead with 4 minutes to go in the game. That is Jake Hagan. He hands the ball to Greg Kalig. He's the guy you'd want to have if you're Findlay right now. And Ronnie Stewart gonna get called. No, I beg your pardon. The foul is gonna go against Brooke Turson. That is his 4th, and Greg Kalig gonna head to the line for a 1-and-1. Kalig on the day is 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Yeah, this is a situation that Coach Ellenwood didn't want, giving Findlay the opportunity at the basket. Certainly, Eagles doing the best they can defensively, just to want to cause a lot of fouls to put Findlay in the bonus at any point in time. And unfortunately here for this last 3 minutes and 46 seconds, they will be in the bonus.
The lead pushes to 5 as Greg Kalig now has 20 points in the contest. And here come the Eagles. That is DeJuan Thomas. Up and underneath, and he hits.
I don't think that's exactly the offensive set you're looking for, but as they say, take advantage of your opportunities. He was double teamed.
You don't just duck in there and wait for everybody to move
double
away.
Double team near the basket,
Yeah.
so went right up. Good play by DeJuan Thomas.
Hey, whatever works.
Down 3, 3:07 left.
Jake Hagan gives the ball to Kalig off the screen. No good, but a whistle and a foul.
Brooke Turson did a nice job defensively that time against Kalig. Unfortunately, that time he caused a personal foul, and unfortunately for Turson, that is his 5th personal.
Going to put him out of the game. Give the Eagles a chance to huddle up. Charlie Ernst unhappy about something, but he's got to be pleased that he's got Greg Kalig headed to the line with a chance to push this lead to 7 with inside 3 minutes to, I beg your pardon, push it to 5 with inside 3 minutes to go.
Well, certainly Eagles will continue to attack the basket as they have, as you see David Harris into the contest for Ashland.
First one from Kalig is good. The Oilers, this is a team that has a lot of experience. They've been very good for a very long time, appearing in 10 of the last 11 Division II national tournaments and getting pretty far on several occasions. They don't just go, they go and play.
Yeah, very impressive.
They're the favorite to win the GLIAC South, and they're in first place right now with a 4-point lead and 2.5 minutes to go. The ball goes inside. It's a missed shot from Peel, and the Eagles with a chance to cut this lead to 2 or 3. 2:15 to go. Swing the ball to Stewart. Boy, he's cooled off.
Yeah, unfortunately, he got hurt. Took him out of his rhythm, but not for Will Evans.
Yeah. Will Evans hits for 3, and it is a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go.
This is the situation you want if you're Coach Ellenwood. 2 minutes left, down only 1 in front of your home fans here at Cates Gymnasium, and Charlie Ernst kind of realizes that and wants to slow things down a bit, talk about their next possession, and call a quick timeout, as he is right now. He's certainly in the face of Brad Peel, as he is not very happy with Brad's last shot at the basket, which was about 12 feet away. Certainly, if you're in rhythm, that's the type of shot you want. But as with time winding down here, want to take good quality shots, and Coach Ernest certainly didn't feel as though that was the type of shot that should be taken at that time.
Check the last 3-pointer from Will Evans. Wide open there.
And it just didn't want to guard him. Certainly, Will can hit shots from beyond the arc. And on the evening, hitting at 26 minutes, 10 points and 6 rebounds. A real nice contest for him. Once again, Eagles led by Evan Yates. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double at 15 points and 9 rebounds. And also with 15 points is Ronnie Stewart, who scored 13 of those points in the first half. Ronnie did suffer a little bit of a leg injury. Great to see him back on the floor. So hopefully in this last 147, he can be back involved with the offense.
Well, Brad Peel and Aaron Robinson both are double-figure averaging. They average double figures for Findlay, but today they have 6 and 5 points respectively. There is the 10th rebound for Evan Yates. He has his 6th double-double of the season, and the Eagles with a chance to take the lead with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go.
The Eagles going to be a little bit slow on offense. Make sure they take the right shot.
That does not look like it was the right shot. Out of bounds. Greg Kalig stepped out of bounds. The Eagles will get the ball. 13 seconds to shoot.
Yeah, that time Stewart had the shot, but it was certainly blocked that time from Brad Peel. As you see, head coach John Ellenwood leading his squad here, down 1 with 1:13. Big out-of-bounds play here for the Eagles.
get it in to Ronnie Stewart. Underneath, no good, but Will Evans gets the rebound, but they call, what they call?
Foul on
Ronnie
Evan
Stewart?
Yates.
Evan Yates.
Calling for a push.
My goodness.
That's
I don't
a
know
tough
about
call.
that, but-
That's tough. Our angle here is tough. We're on the sideline across from the scores table. It's tough for us to see that, but the official made the personal foul call on Evan. That is his third personal.
Well, let's look at it here, right from underneath the basket. He had his elbow in there a little bit, but I don't know. Regardless, Aaron Robinson hits the shot, and it is a 3-point Findlay lead with 67 seconds to go.
Well, speaking of three-pointers, a guy that can hit some three-pointers, did a lot in high school, Cole Krasancic. Nice to see him step into the contest, see if he can heat up here this last 107.
Eagles down 4. DeJuan Thomas with the ball. He'll shoot for 3. It is no good. Evan Yates got fouled. Now I have to point out, with 42 seconds to go, that the scoreboard shows 58-55, and I believe it should be a 4-point lead, not a 3-point lead. Am I incorrect there, Ken? We'll check it. Well, everything on the stats shows 58-55, so I'll take that as my mistake. And if it turns out that I'm right, I'll just tell you I told you so later. But regardless, Evan Yates is at the line with 42 seconds to go. He's shooting 2.
Big free throws for Evan here.
He shoots 68% from the free throw stripe, and he back irons the first one.
42 seconds left. This is going to be a long 42 seconds because I believe both teams have quite a bit of timeouts left.
Will Evans got pushed. Foul's going to go against Greg Kaling. So more free throws. Will Evans shoots 60%.
Well, if you're Charlie Ernest right now, you've got to be a little bit upset after a player from Ashland shoots 2 free throws, then all of a sudden your player commits another foul and puts another gentleman right back at the line. Another opportunity for the Eagles.
And that one's good. Evans can cut it to 1 here.
I'll tell you, Will Evans, who's really been known just as a good outside shooter, has shown a lot today as he's done a nice job inside. Having 10 points, 6 rebounds, 12 points, 6 rebounds. And now at the end of the contest, he hits 2 free throws to cut the lead to 1.
Timeout, a full timeout, 58-57. If you're Findlay, you obviously want to get to the other end of the floor and put the ball in the hands of Greg Kaling.
Yes.
When Ashland gets the ball back, what do they want to do on offense? Is it Evan Yates? They may be down by 3 points at that point, and he is not a 3-point shooter. Is there anybody in particular? Is it Will Evans? Is it Cole Krasancic? Is it whoever's got the open shot?
Well, it'd be predicated on what happens on the Findlay possession. My guess is Findlay is going to try to take a little bit of the air out of the ball. They got a 35-second shot clock. They have a 1-point lead. Right now, if they were to work the shot clock down, they'll leave only 5 seconds for Ashland to do something. I really can't believe Charlie Ernest is going to run some quick play because I don't think he wants to give Ashland the opportunity to tie this game up if they were only to make a quick field goal.
We need to send a special thanks to Dawn Weber, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and the Ashland University Athletic Director, Bill Goldring, for their help in putting this game on the air, along with the Guru of Info, Sports Information Director, Al King, who always makes sure we have all the info we need. All right, 40.8 seconds. Ashland, I should say Findlay, leading by 1, 58-57 with the basketball.
Not surprisingly, Ashland with a full court press.
And here we go. And right away, David Harris fouls Jake Hagan. Hagan shoots 69% from the stripe. So these will be important free throws here.
That was smart play by Coach Ellenwood as well as the Eagles, fouling one of certainly a decent free throw shooter, but not the best free throw shooter on the squad.
Sure. Let's see how he does now. It's the first one. Substitution, Cole Krasancic comes in for David Harris. Little offense-defense there.
Yeah, absolutely. Cole's the type of guy can hit that shot from the corner. He gets open anywhere on the floor. He gets open. He can hit the shot.
He shoots 42% from the three-point line. The lead is 3. Ashland trailing by 3. 37 seconds to go. This is DeJuan Thomas. They work the perimeter. Do you play for a 3 here, or do you go for 2 and then a foul?
They're at the opportunity right now for a 3.
DeJuan Thomas had it go in and out, but Will Evans is there. He knocks it back in, and it's 60-59. Timeout with a 1-point lead for Findlay.
Boy, Will Evans really starting to understand how to rebound the basketball. That is rebound number 7, putting himself right place, right time. Good shot from DeJuan Thomas from the corner. He was open. He did a nice job getting himself some space. You see the nice pass. This is the one thing you don't talk about with Evan Yates. You talk about his rebounding. You talk about his ability to score underneath. But I'll tell you, his passing is also outstanding too, as he had the vision, turned right and saw DeJuan Thomas wide open in the corner. Thomas, unfortunately, wasn't able to make the shot, but Will Evans was there to scoop it up and scoop it in. 18 seconds left. Eagles down 1. I think you're going to see another similar situation, what you just saw last time that Findlay had the ball. Quick foul, get the ball back.
Well, the Eagles, we talked about the free throws. It looks like Ashland is going to commit another quick foul and send Findlay to the line. Findlay on the night from the free throw line is 12 of 15, while Ashland is just 5 of 10. Ashland not foul. There's Evan Yates with a foul, and he commits it on Aaron Robinson, who shoots 82% from the stripe. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, that time Ashland was trying to hopefully get the ball into somebody else's hands, but time was winding down and had to commit the foul.
Robinson almost threw an air ball up there. Well, Ashland now a 2 will tie, or we'll see here if he hits the second one, but they will have an opportunity to possibly win the game here with a 3-pointer, depending on, they may not need it. They may just need a basket.
Yeah, if anything, what Ashland needs to do, they need to block out. If this shot is missed, they need to get the rebound.
It is missed. So Ashland trailing by 1, 60-59, 10 seconds to go. It's DeJuan Thomas. He's looking inside. He drives. It is good with 1.5 seconds to go. 61-60.
DeJuan Thomas, he's the type of guy that likes to try to take games over. He struggled early on this season. Head coach John Ellenwood actually took him out of the starting lineup at one point this season, said, DeJuan, we expect a little bit more out of you and out of your play. I guess the motivation worked.
Yeah,
the last second shot with 1.5 seconds left. Findlay needs to go full court now. They certainly have the baseline to run. More than likely, you're going to see them throw the baseball pass. The last thing the Eagles want to do in this type of situation is commit a personal foul.
Absolutely.
Any type of foul puts Findlay at the free throw line. Need to play straight up defense for this last 1.5.
Well, let's look in here, and you see where Charlie Ernst is putting his guys. This is going to be a difficult shot at best. You're not going to get a good shot. This is a catch and shoot with 1.5 seconds. You can't really do a whole lot.
So as you can see right now, what Charlie Ernst is looking to do, set some screens in the backcourt to set up things in the front court to get some guys wide open. Hopefully a catch and shoot right around the three-point line. You got a great shooter in Greg Galling. That's certainly a guy that I think is going to have an opportunity to get the ball in his hands.
Well, Findlay lost at home to Tiffin 57-55 on Saturday. They roll in here to Ashland, a favorite, and they have gotten all they could handle, and they're 1.5 seconds from losing. AU with the lead, 61-60, 1.5 seconds to go. Here's Findlay's last chance. They look to fire the ball into Kaling. I beg your pardon, Jake Hagan. He is off the mark, and the Eagles have won.
Just making sure they weren't going to call a foul. The official had his hand in the air, but did not call the foul. What a big win for Ashland University. Coming off a tough road swing, they come back home here to Cates Gymnasium, beat the 24th ranked team in the country 61-60. Outstanding job by Coach Ellenwood as well as the rest of these Eagles.
Unbelievable. Ashland just kind of hung around for a long time and made sure they were in it at the end, and that's all you can ask for. Very impressive. Let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up from Cates Gymnasium in just a moment.
Ashland University puts the accent on the individual. As a mid-sized university in North Central Ohio, AU has a rich 128-year tradition of creating unique educational experiences that combine the challenge of strong applied academic programs while being focused on each student as they become known, connected, confident, enriched, and strengthened. Ashland University has more than 70 degree programs, providing students with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the classroom, in the workplace, and in the world.
Back in Ashland, where the Eagles pull a major upset. They were just 4-9 coming in, but they beat the 24th ranked team in the country, the Findlay Oilers, 61-60. Ken, any stats that jump out at you there as we wrap things up here?
Well, certainly very quickly, certainly the shooting percentages for both squads. Findlay was shot 22% in their last contest. Didn't do much better in this contest, shooting at a clip of 38%. They struggled from the three-point line, converting of only 6 of 20, and the Eagles did a great job of rebounding. The Eagles out-rebounded Findlay by a number of 43-32. Very impressive. Hats off to Dewan Thomas hitting that last second, 1.5 second shot. Once again, another strong performance from Evan Yates, 15 points and 11 rebounds. Also, Will Evans with 14 points and Ronnie Stewart with 15 points as well. Huge win for the Eagles. Hopefully this will give them some great momentum for the rest of the season.
Congrats to Dewan Thomas and the entire Eagle basketball team. Ashland University basketball on Sports Time Ohio was produced by our journalism and digital media department. Special thanks to our student crew for a great job providing pictures and sounds of AU basketball. Remote production facilities for tonight's game provided by S&S Productions. For Ken Dworsnik and the rest of our hard-working JDM crew, so long from Cates Gymnasium at Ashland University, where the AU Eagles pull the upset on the 24th ranked Findlay Oilers with a 1-point win, 61-60. Good night, everybody.